Modern digital infrastructure operates at a scale and speed that is difficult to comprehend. From artificial intelligence server clusters training neural networks to global financial trading systems executing millions of transactions, these networks rely entirely on hyper-precise timing to function. But beneath this speed lies a structural vulnerability: temporal drift. This photograph shows a legacy master clock panel reflecting the historical, mechanical attempt to track universal time. Today, digital metrology, the science of measurement within our networks, still relies on floating clocks that lack a true, absolute physical baseline to anchor themselves against. Without that physical anchor, independent system clocks drift out of alignment. Even a drift of a few milliseconds creates expanding collision zones, leading to compounding data errors, severe latency, and computational bottlenecks across the system. As our networks grow larger and operate faster, this foundational timing flaw strains the entire architecture, threatening both efficiency and structural reliability. We cannot patch our way out of temporal drift. Precision requires anchoring digital clocks to an unbreakable, universal speed limit. Establishing a universal perspective on time and relativity has driven the most significant pioneers in physics for over a century. Eliminating drift is a physics challenge. We must anchor digital time to the absolute limits of the universe. This brings us to a specific scientific framework proposed by researcher Fadi Ghali, known as the axiom of frequency. The axiom pyramid illustrates this framework's core claim. The axiom of frequency sits at the absolute peak. All reality is a modulation of frequency. It operates as an irreducible meta-axiom. Bedrock concepts, space-time, energy, and matter rest entirely on frequency as subordinate layers. To accurately measure and compute these foundational frequencies, the framework introduces a specific metric called the FTU, or Fadi tempo unit. The FTU is mathematically locked to Planck time, approximately 5.39 times 10 to the negative 44th power seconds. As established by the work of Max Planck, shown here, this is the smallest, indivisible unit of time recognized in quantum physics. By anchoring the FTU to Planck time, science establishes a driftless, universally absolute temporal baseline. To move from theory to application, these physics are implemented in FTU Spec version 1.7.1, a software release that embeds Ghali's measurement conventions into a verifiable digital environment. This breakdown shows the Gulf law equation used by the software. It maps how quantum context and cumulative frequencies interact to compute precise timing. By defining the T sub f variable as Planck time, the formula achieves dimensional consistency, providing mathematical stability for cross-network synchronization. FTU Spec translates the universe's ultimate limit into code to eradicate temporal drift. FTU Spec operates as a foundational operating system, and it has been validated by a destructive ISO truth audit. As seen here, establishing an absolute base layer creates a secure technological moat. Whoever controls this protocol dictates the computational baseline for the digital sectors relying on it. The software MVP is live, and the intellectual property behind it is fully structured and legally secured. Owning this IP places a stakeholder at the fundamental layer of all frequency-based computation, controlling the protocols that derivative systems must adopt. This brings us to a limited-time commercial opportunity, facilitated exclusively through the technology firm /Turbo. The core offer is a sector-exclusive commercial licensing term sheet for the FTU Spec flagship Absolute. Crucially, this agreement includes the transfer of active IP litigation rights, granting the licensing partner legal dominance and enforcement power within their specific digital sector. Direct. The window to secure sector-exclusive licensing for absolute digital metrology is active. Stakeholders must move immediately to secure their exclusivity with /Turbo.